Hi, how are you? Nice to have you here. How are you feeling today?
Actually, today I feel overwhelmed because the next upcoming weeks feel so intense because there are a lot of things I have to do. So yeah, I feel kind of stressed.
Okay. What specifically are you feeling overwhelmed about?
It's because there are a lot of assignments and presentations, and with the finals coming up, and I have to find a graduation internship, and yeah, all of those things. And at the same time, I'm in Erasmus, so I also want to enjoy my experience here. So it's a lot. Yeah.
Okay. So I feel like you have a lot of responsibilities, but still you want to enjoy your last weeks here.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Because it's difficult because I have to do all of those things, but at the same time, when I start doing something fun, I start to feel a little bit guilty because I still know that I have to do all of those things.
Okay. What would you like to get about from this session?
After this session, I would like to feel more calm and less overwhelmed and more in control. I think feeling like more serene.
Okay. What happens to you when you're not feeling that serene?
I actually, it's gonna sound a little bit strange, but instead of when I feel stressed or overwhelmed, instead of doing the things I really have to do, I start postponing them because there are a lot of things I have to do, so they start building up and I don't know where to start anymore.
Okay, so I understand that this stress you feel like it needs to push you forward to completing the tasks you need to complete, but it's actually making it harder for you to take action on these things.
Yes, exactly like that, because I really want to move forward and start doing the things, but I'm procrastinating, and because of not doing them, I feel even more stressed.
Okay, so when you're postponing these things that you need to complete, how are you feeling about that?
Internally I'm a little bit like panicking because I know that I still have to do a lot of things and I'm not. Wait, you asked me like how I feel?
Yes, exactly. How
It
how does that moment makes you feel?
it feels like I'm never gonna get finished it anyway. Like
Okay.
it feels so much. I don't know where to start. I don't know how to get the things done. Like I'll never finish it.
Okay, so let's take a moment to talk about this. When you're telling yourself, "I'll never finish this anyway,"
Yeah.
how has this been true in your life in the past? Like, based on what have you experienced, how truly is that based on your experiences?
Yeah, it's gonna maybe sound a little bit funny, but actually, I always manage to get the things done, but I still got this feeling. I, it feels like I'm never gonna finish, but in the past, I've been managing to finish it anyway.
Okay, so you're telling me that you can handle it, but in your experiences, you've done it. That shows you that you truly can solve the things that right now are overwhelming you, right?
Yeah, actually, yeah, that's exactly how I feel. I didn't see it from this point of view.
Okay, so what do you think happens in your mind when you jump to this interpretation of I'll never finish it?
I think it's because in my head I have a lot of things, and instead of like I have to prepare the presentations, I have to do these assignments, and it's building up in my head and it's getting chaotic, and I'll do that instead of seeing them one by one. And I think maybe that's why it feels overwhelming, because I see the bigger picture.
Okay, so when you see this as the bigger picture, what does that effect has on you, and how are you solving the things?
It affects me in a way that I'll start getting, how do I say? I'll start procrastinating, and instead of seeing those things one by one.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
So maybe this view of I need to procrastinate because it's too much for me. Do you think that idea is contributing you? It's contributing to the experience of limiting yourself on not solving the things?
No, actually, not really, because it's not helping, because it's only holding me back instead of moving forward and getting start. And also because I'm getting stuck to the feeling that I cannot do it instead of like trusting the process.
Okay.
I don't know.
So you think this vision you have is realistic based on what you said before, that you normally solve things after you feeling stressed? Do you think that can help you?
No, not really, because I don't think that anyone can handle everything perfectly.
Okay. So yet you're still waiting that from you. You're expecting yourself to handle everything at once.
Yeah, I do. I think that's where a lot of pressure comes from.
Yes. If you were going to approach the next week from a place of serenity instead of being pressured by the things you want to solve, what might look different in that week?
I think if I would focus more on one thing at the time, that it will make me feel lighter, because then I'm not focused on everything, but just step by step. And I think then maybe I would allow myself to enjoy more my Erasmus experience while doing the things that I have to do without feeling guilty immediately.
So what do you think what small actions you think you could take after this session, and what reflects in a new perspective of the things you wanted to solve?
I think maybe that I should remind myself more to that being busy doesn't mean that I have to feel stressed every second, and that taking breaks and enjoying also time with my friends is a good thing to do, and that it's okay to enjoy things and be busy at the same time, and it doesn't have to affect one another.
Okay, perfect. How are you feeling after this session?
Actually, I feel more in control now. I feel more at peace, because I think I can just make, for example, like the priority list to make sure that I do the things one by one, and I can see if those little steps can help me to see things more in perspective. But I feel already more calm about this.
I'm really glad you feel better. Maybe we can address this the next session we have, and we can keep talking about how were you feeling about this, and how were you working this through the week, and if it worked or if we need to talk about more about what we want to solve.
Thank you so much. I will start working on this, and I think this conversation really helped me to see things more in perspective. So thank you.
You're welcome.